Imagine this. It's midterms week. You have 3 finals that you have to study for, 2 papers to complete, and on top of all of that, you've only had 5 hours of sleep and a cup of coffee. Now to throw you off the edge, add in a little bit of anxiety, depression, or just pure mental exhaustion. And you might feel alone with all of this, but I'm here to tell you, you're not. Mental health challenges are overwhelming college students nationwide, yet most campuses haven't caught up with how serious this issue is yet. We get sick days for our bodies, so why don't we get sick days for our minds? Today, we're going to talk about how mental health days should be an official student wellness that gives students permission to pause, reset, and protect their mental health. So you may be wondering why mental health days matter so much. Well, let's get real with some numbers. According to the American College Health Association survey of 2022, over 60% of their students that took the survey said that they had overwhelming anxiety last year, and almost 1 of 4 were diagnosed with depression. Another big study, the Healthy Mind study, found that 42% of the students that took this survey came out and were diagnosed with a mental health, which could either be a diagnosis of depression or anxiety, etc. Burnout isn't just a buzzword. It's causing students to drop out of classes, have lower grades, and just completely forget about school and all. But a lot of us don't get help because we're too scared of falling behind or because there's still stigma around mental health. Now imagine if mental health days were built into our school calendar, like spring break or study days, where it's totally okay to take time off just for your mind. This could change everything. This pie chart shows 60% of the students reported with overwhelming anxiety, and 24 were diagnosed with depression. I came across this information while researching the American College Health Association. This next bar graph I'm going to be showing you is a bar graph that shows 42% of the students that took this survey and overcome it came out and were diagnosed with a mental health disorder. I found this information while reading about the research of the Healthy Mind study. There's a very easy solution to all of this, and it would just to be given either 1 or 2 days of a mental health day just for our minds per semester. Mental health days aren't just about not going to class or lazy days. Think of them as a wellness reboot. Time to pause, recharge, and come back stronger. Some schools could give students 2 mental health days off of a semester. No classes, no homework, no meetings, just time to take care of yourself. Science backs this up. A recent study in the Journal of Adolescent Health found that short mental breaks improve focus, memory, and even creativity. In fact, the University of Wisconsin ran a pilot program in 2023 with 2 mental health days per semester, and the results were awesome. Higher GPAs, fewer academic probations, and just a better all-student satisfaction. So mental health days aren't just stealing from learning. They're making learning possible and sustainable. This graph shows the impact of mental health days. This graph is based off of the University of Wisconsin's pilot program of 2023. This graph compares students' outcomes before and after implementing 2 mental health days a semester, and it shows students' GPAs getting higher, less student probation, and overall improved student satisfaction. It visually reinforces how small changes can make a big difference in a student's well-being and academic success. Now, you might wonder, how do we actually get mental health days? It's easier than you'd think. The American Council of Education says that programs usually start with students speaking up, like through student government proposals. Schools can improve these days with a simple vote and adjust their calendar, just like they do for staff development days or exam days. Students can get involved by gathering support, circulating petitions, or working with wellness committees. Some schools might even try a pilot program before going all in. And the best part, this doesn't require any new buildings or new hiring of staff. It's most efficient and totally focused on the students' needs. Take a look at this chart that I found. It highlights 5 major organizations and universities that have already implemented mental health days. Google, Nike, LinkedIn, and even top-notch universities like McGill University and the University of Toronto. These aren't just small pilot programs. They are real working examples. This shows us the mental health days aren't just a nice idea or a future possibility. They are already happening and they're working. If a billion-dollar company and world-renowned universities see the value in giving people time to protect their mental health, then there's no reason that every college shouldn't be doing the same. If you're thinking, this sounds nice, but does it really work? The answer is yes. Big companies like Google, Nike, and LinkedIn, like I said, offer mental health days to their employees, and it says it boosts their productivity, creativity, and while cutting out burnouts. On the college side, places like McGill University and the University of Toronto have added wellness days to their academic calendars, so that means for everyone. These days have led to better attendance, fewer stress-related absences, and a more positive vibe on campus. If billion-dollar companies and top-notch universities can do this, why shouldn't every campus offer mental health days? So to wrap it up, mental health days aren't just an idea. They're already necessarily a service that college should offer to students, support their students' well-beingness and success. We talked about how serious the mental health crisis is, how mental health days can improve academic performance and emotional health, how schools can easily implement them, and how they're already working in the real world. College isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and it could take 4 or it could take 6 years. And if we want students to finish strong, they need to breathe and they need to be able to recharge. Let's make mental health days a normal, respected part of campus life. Because taking care of your mind should be a luxury. It should be a luxury to all, and everyone should be able to finance this. It should be a service every student should have access to. Thank you for listening.